Hey y'all, welcome to another video with Small Talks with D. You know, I am your host, your girl, D Erica, and today I am by myself, which is not nothing new or whatever. But today we're going to talk about family dynamics. And first things first, before we get started, I just feel like I need to be transparent with y'all today because let me just tell you something. Yes, your girl is in her bonnet and her robe because I really didn't feel like putting on any clothes. And like, I don't know. I feel like y'all my family, so I might as well like treat y'all like my family. And since we're talking about family dynamics, this is how I am with my family. Sometimes, most of the time, 98% of the time. Okay, unless we're going out somewhere. But this episode, I want to talk about navigating life's relationships, friends, and family edition because it's 2025, and at some point we gotta move on. Okay, so first things first, I want to talk about family relationships, and this is the perfect time to talk about family relationships because I was supposed to been talked about this like months ago. I'm gonna say back in November, but you know, life be life, and sometimes your girl just don't be having time. And like today, I just need to get this content out. Okay, so we're gonna talk about family relationships first, and we're gonna talk about sibling dynamics first. So sibling dynamics, like, tell me down in the comment section below how you are with your siblings. How did you grow up with your siblings and things like that? So with me, I grew up with three of my siblings. My other two siblings, they grew up, of course, with their moms, and then our dad was in and out of prison, so we didn't really like spend that much time with each other until we got like a little older. And like now, but then like now we still don't spend that much time together. But like my other three siblings, like my two sisters and my youngest brother, we all grew up in the same house because we all had the same mama. And my relationship with like my younger sister is good. My younger brother is good. They younger than me. Sometimes I want to put my hands on them, but y'all know how that go. They can't get beat up like, you know, we used to beat up our siblings back in the day. Because nowadays, for some odd reasons, parents like change their ways or whatever the case may be. But whatever. I mean, I'm almost 30, but they can still get, you know, like what? Like what? But anyways, so now my other sister, I just recently had to block her and like cut her off because, child, one thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna disturb my peace. And what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna preach what you don't practice, okay? And then what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna be trying to take people's side and all of that. Yeah, see, no, we're not doing it. So if you want to be on their side, you want to take up for them, whatever the case may be, play victim right along with them, go be over there and go be their sister. I don't got time for that. So yes, y'all, I blocked my sister from my phone. And this year in 2025, I made a promise to myself, if you end up on my block list, it's permanent. You stay in there because you got on my block list in the beginning because you're disturbing my peace. I'm about to be 30 in December. I don't want anybody disturbing my peace. I have three businesses I have to take care of this summer. I don't have time for nobody to be disturbing my peace. If it ain't about no money, it ain't about elevated, if it ain't about my child, what are we talking about? I wish I could block my child's dad because I want to so bad, but I can't. We got child together, and he be with my son. My son be with him for a whole week. Now, push come to shove, when custody change, then yes, I would block him because we will have nothing to talk about then. But you know, like as of now, my sister is blocked. It's permanent. I don't care. It is permanent. She will not be unblocked for nothing. I don't care. I don't care. She's staying on that block list. Go be they sister. So I'm gonna give y'all a story time on why I had to block her because so my little cousin thought that it would be okay to have her bum ass boyfriend, baby daddy, touch my child. Okay. Y'all following me, right? Now, mind you, only known this man, I only met this man, probably seen this man twice in person. Okay, twice. Three times. No, three times in person. Okay, three times. Where they made a mistake is not, first of all, not calling me. Now the old me would have just whooped her ass, okay, and that's on my son. But she wanted to, so we all shared each other's location, right? So she wanted to like try to pull up, block my car, and my son was in the car, right? Now my job, my baby was in the car. This dumb hoe wanted to try to fight, and I'm on my way to go coach soccer. My son played on the soccer team as well. Why is dummy such a crash out? Because she ain't got nothing else going for herself. She couldn't even keep her job at the detention, whatever, at the police station in Mecklenburg. And she's on probation, was on probation. Gets out her car and thought that she would just like bust a windshield, right? So of course, press charges because I have to pay for that. So you will be giving me that money back since you say you got all this money with no job because y'all over there selling drugs or whatever the case may be. But that's not my business. Talk about some she do Amazon Flex for fun. No, you don't. But anyways, so yeah. Then her ugly little friend was on Facebook throwing subliminals and all this other stuff. And then once you start checking hoes, then all of a sudden you become the problem. Like, no, don't play victim now. You sitting on Facebook running your mouth, hoe, what's up? Like, and she's sick. Like, she a sick hoe. Like, if I put my hands on you, ain't no telling what would happen. She in the hospital once a month getting medicine, fluids, or whatever the case may be for her sickness. If I put my hands on you, then what? Now, as far as my little cousin goes, I should have whooped that whole ass. I really should have. I really should have whooped that bitch ass, y'all. Oh God, I should have whooped that bitch ass. But I see her like my little sister. So like, and I wouldn't even fight my like if my little sister was to do something, I wouldn't even fight my little sister, although she old enough for me to put my hands on her. But I wouldn't even fight my little sister. And I see my little cousin as my little sister. But I'm really thinking I should really just beat this bitch ass. I really should. I really should. But hopefully, like I did press charges on her and all this other stuff. So hopefully, you know, they do what I need them to do and they do what I tell them to do. Throw that hoe in jail. Since you're not thinking about your kids out here wanting to be a crash out, then yeah, go sit in jail. But with my sister, so the friend, she was sitting on Facebook running her mouth and stuff like that. And now that I don't started running my mouth, it done become a whole problem. All of a sudden, everybody the victim and all this other stuff because you know once a Sagittarius run her mouth, baby, we fire signs. Ain't nothing but heat coming out our mouth. Like that's it, straight up. Like if I was to tell y'all what I said, you'd be like, bitch, no, you did not. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So then my sister texted my phone, talking about some this, is that, be the big person. No, bitch, I'm not being a big person because I've been sitting here on Facebook watching this bitch run her mouth for days. I'm not being a big person about nothing. Now I'm about to run my mouth and that hoe's gonna be mad. Now that hoe, I will fight her. I will fight her. If I was to see her out, I swear on God, I'm gonna tag that hoe head. I'm gonna tag that hoe head. Like I promise you. But yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, so that's why I blocked my sister because ho, if you're gonna take that side, go be on that side. Like stay over there, ho. No. Mm-mm. Blocked, staying blocked. They baby glad I ain't changed my phone number yet, which is that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to change my phone number next. So how does sibling bonds evolve over time? I feel like as we get older, like those siblings that you weren't close to, if you wasn't close to them, I feel like it's our job to become close. But one thing about me, like I don't mind checking in on my family. Like I call people, check in on them or whatever the case may be. But one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna chase you. I'm not gonna kiss your butt, and you're not gonna just call me or text me because you need some money. We're not doing that. So yeah, I feel like family dynamics. If the only way a sibling relationship can evolve is if both parties put in the time and the effort. And I'm sorry, I'm just not one of them people. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. Like if it takes like 4 or 5 times for me to like try to reach out or whatever, and no, after that it's done and over with. I'm not one of them people. Like I don't give a damn. Okay, I have a whole 7-year-old son that I gotta, the people that want to communicate with me, want to talk or whatever the case may be, want to have a bond. Them the people that I will communicate with. Other than that, I'm not pulling nobody's teeth. I'm not pulling nobody's arms, legs, no nothing to have that relationship. And people need to realize, like, stop stressing yourself out over trying to be like, you know, the best sister or like the best friend or shit happens. Like things happen. Like you can't always be there. And I am that person. Like I'm literally that person. Like I don't care what you got going on, what it is, the smallest accomplishment. I want to celebrate you. If you invite me somewhere, I am there. I don't care. I call out of work in a heartbeat. I call out of work for any and every little thing that happens. Like, um, if you have a graduation, my job tells me I need to be at work. No, find somebody else to do it. I'm going to my family's graduation or whatever the case may be because I love to celebrate everybody. Now, if I had to be out of town for some acting, then that's a different story. I can't reschedule that. I can't be like, hey y'all, I can't make it. Then that's different. But when it comes to a 9 to 5 and it comes to my family or my friends gonna always come first. I'm gonna always show up and I'm gonna always show out. But then you wanna know what's crazy when you sit back and think about it? Don't nobody do that for you. So yeah, your girl fell back a little bit on stuff like that. So I feel like the only way to maintain healthy relationships within family is if all parties come together to want to maintain those healthy relationships. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something, my daddy side of the family, child, I don't know what be wrong with them. It's always something. But see, my daddy side of the family, they're so welcoming people, like they'll feed strangers, like, so it's kind of like, I mean, of course, everybody have their issues, everybody have their problems and stuff like that. But my dad's side, yeah, but I don't really know my mom's side like that. My mom's side is like my cousins, like the close people, like my aunt. I don't fuck with them, but it is what it is. The advice I would have on resolving conflicts is fuck them. That's my advice. See, I did have other advice before, but now I'm just in that mind space and I'm in that space where it's like, fuck them. That's the only advice I have for resolving conflict within family, because I put it like this: if they did something to hurt you, fuck them. But if it was something you did or whatever the case may be, and it's something you want to talk out, they want to talk it out, okay, talk it out, let it go, squash it, let bygones be bygones, and move on with your life. But for me, the advice I'm going to give y'all is fuck them people, okay? Respectfully. So friendships, that is my favorite thing because I love my friends down. Okay, like I love my friends. I'm ready to see my girlfriends this weekend. Like I love my friends down. Like I do. I love my friends down. I love my friends. Okay, so making new friends for me is very easily. I make friends everywhere I go. I talk to everybody when I go out. At the bar, I talk to everybody. I do. So like I meet a lot of my friends when I'm working, like if I'm modeling in a music video or if I'm on set for a TV show or a movie. That's where I meet most of my friends at. And it's always good to have like minded friends like you because you all have the same, well, kind of the same goals when it comes to like, work and career and stuff like that. So when it comes to my friends and it comes to making new friends, I say just get out there because a lot of people always talk about some. It's hard for me to make new friends. Well, it shouldn't be hard for you to make new friends. Just get up, get dressed, go out. Whether you go out by yourself or not, I go out by myself all the time. Like I say all the time I do. I do have friends that I can go out with, but 9 times out of 10, I go out by myself. And I love going out by myself. I meet new people all the time. Um, Somebody always end up buying me a drink or two, and I always end up having a good time, and I meet new friends. And then guess what? I meet up with those friends again either the next day or the next weekend. So like making new friends is very easy for me. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm very outgoing. I don't meet no stranger. So yeah. And people usually gravitate towards me for some reason. Like if I'm standing somewhere, people will come to me and they'll just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" People will literally, like, I literally have people that will sit beside me and tell me their whole life story. Like I know their mama got cancer, their daddy died from this and this, dead, their grandma was this. I've literally had random people just come up to me and literally tell me their life story as if they needed to vent. And guess what? I allowed them to do that because maybe they need to get it off their chest. They ain't had nobody to talk to. They felt comfortable talking to me, and I'm a stranger. I don't know why, but I've literally had like random people just come up to me and just tell me their life story. Or they want to vent, like something happened in their life and they want to vent about it, and they be like, I just ain't had nobody else to talk to about it. And I'm like, well, talk my head off. What's up? You know, and that's crazy, but I love that for me because I'm glad people can feel comfortable talking to me because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna go back and tell nobody because I'm gonna forget what you said anyway. So we might as well talk about it. Let it go. You let it go. Move on. Maintaining long term friendships. Let's talk about the effort needed to maintaining lifelong friendships. I I can't really touch on that because like the people I thought would be my long term friends, they're not really my long term friends. And it's not because of like drama or nothing. Like we all live different lives as we get older. We all meet different people that now fits into your new circle, your new life that you have going on. don't get me wrong, like my best friends I had growing up, that they ever call me and be like, hey girl, let's go out. I'm not gonna be funny, I'm not gonna be bougie, I'm not gonna act stuck up about it. Let's go. Where we going? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like only person I have a lifelong friendship with is an ex-boyfriend of mine that was my very first boyfriend ever. And we still communicate, we still see each other as friends and things like that. But other than that, that's the only lifelong person that I can say is my friend. Like the girl that I was lifelong friends with that I met when I was a little younger, and I called her my little sister. Still love her to death. I still consider her a little sister. If she ever calls me and she ever needs me, I'm gonna be there no matter what because I still love her down. Um, we worked together like a few years ago, and I feel like we stopped being friends over something stupid or whatever. So like, if I was to ever see her, I think I would actually talk to her about the situation or like or something because I still consider her as my little sister and I still love her. But yeah, so I don't really have any lifelong friends to even like give like advice on that. But I feel like with my other friends that we're no longer friends. Like if I see them out in public, it's like, hey, how you doing or whatever. If they ever call me when I hang out, of course I'll go hang out with them. It's just that we all live different lives now. We're all getting older, and you change your dynamic of friends, you change your circle, change your beliefs and things like that. So it's like those people no longer fit your life anymore. It's not that you don't like them or anything like that. It's just you y'all just don't click like that no more, and that's okay. But if my friends ever call me and they want to hang out, we can do that. Balancing friendships and relationships. Let me tell y'all something. So I have this thing where I try to make sure I'm there for everybody and I spend time with everybody. That's just me. Like if my girls are like, oh, we gotta go out this weekend or whatever the case may be, and the guy that I'm talking to or dating, he wants to go out that weekend, and I want to see him too. I'm gonna set some time aside for him. I'm gonna set some time aside for my girls, and I'm gonna set some time aside for my family as well, especially my son. So I'm one of those people. Like I make time for everybody, even if it's just a phone call. I make time for everybody. So with me, that's how I balance my relationships and my friendships. So I was recently dating this guy, and like we was literally together almost every week. Like we was literally together every weekend. And so the way I was balancing that was like me and my girls, like if I knew he had something to do, like let's say he had something to do and we wasn't gonna be able to see each other that Saturday, but we could hang out that Sunday, which is we usually hang out Saturday and then we hang out that Sunday. I would just hang out with him on Sunday and hang out with my girls on Saturday. But it's been the other way around lately, I think. Um, my friends, I'll be hanging out with them on like Sunday and I'll be with him Saturday to Sunday morning or whatever the case may be. And I was inviting him to my family cookouts. So on top of that, I was balancing my relationship with this guy, and I was also balancing my family relationships by, just hey, babe, we're having a family cookout. You're more than welcome to come. He comes, so then I get 2 in 1. I get to hang out with my man, and then I get to hang out with my family at the same time. So it's like I just knocked two birds out in one stone. Okay, simple. I felt relieved. Okay, because some weekends that's how it was. Like if we didn't have time to just be with each other, and the only time we had time to be with each other was to go to the family cookout, and that's the only thing that we could fit in our schedule, or he could fit in his schedule because he's a businessman, he's a busy man. That's what we did. Family cookout. I'm still there. We're having a good time. We're drinking together. We're still being able to conversate. We sit on the phone all night together. So like that's our way of like hanging out, having time. Like the other weekend, we went to the Taste of Charlotte. We hung out there. Then we went home, and that was it. So like we tried to. Oh no, then we went to the club. We went to a club or something. We went to a bar, and that's how we hung out that weekend. And then like one weekend, we went out to a fancy dinner. Another weekend, I took him out to Top Golf. Like I do, like yeah. And then my girlfriends, I fit them in, of course, and hang out with them as well because I love my girlfriends now. I love being with my girls, but I also love being with my man too. So he has a, you know, yeah. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about dating later, y'all, because yeah, he mad at me right now, but it's okay. Friendship and relationship red flags. Let's discuss the signs of toxic friendships and how to handle them. I don't think I've had a toxic friendship. Relationships, yeah. Like I had a toxic man. I don't like toxicity. That's just not my thing. I'm not much. I'm very mature, but I'm too mature to handle toxicity. Like that's for children. Like I've had my fair share. I'm not with that no more. I don't even really think I was toxic with the relationships that I was in before, like when I was younger. Like, yeah. So, red flags. Being like, I feel like the number one red flag for friendships and relationships is showing up more for your friends or whoever you're dating or whatever the case may be, more than they showing up for you. Congratulating or clapping for people more than they clap for you. And I feel like those are the biggest red flags in relationships these days because, everybody doesn't celebrate everybody as they should. Everybody don't get the support that they give. And I'm one of those people. I support everybody. I love to support everybody. That's my thing. And but nobody like does the same for me. So, and I hate to have to like double down on that because that's just the type of person that I am. I love to support everybody. I love to clap for everybody. I love to like get in my car, hop at, and like be there. Like, but nobody does the same thing for you. So I feel like always be yourself. Don't change who you are, but like don't just stop breaking your neck for people like that you break your neck for that they're not breaking their neck for you. Although you're not looking for nothing. I'm always that person. You're not looking for nothing in return. That's just who I am. So, but I had to learn like stop doing it because it's not getting you anywhere. You're literally like leaving. You're literally calling out of work to be there for people, but those same people they will not do those same things for you, whether if it's a family member or a friend. So it's like stay your ass at work because they go keep their ass at work. They're not gonna call out of work to be there for you, So I feel like them are the biggest red flags. A relationship is like giving more than you give. Like no, giving more than you receive. There you go. And it's not even about wanting something in return. It just comes a time in life where you have to look out for yourself, look out for you, and things like that because like I've even been on the verge of like losing jobs because I will call out just to be there for my friends and stuff like that. And I'll come up with a doctor's note real quick. I'll go to the doctor's office in a heartbeat. Your girl got so many problems, don't even make no sense. Like my wrist, my arm, like I go to physical therapy now for my arm. I was going for my wrist and my hand at one point because your girl be working hard, okay, y'all. But yeah, so yeah, them are my two biggest red flags. Like, yeah. And just how to handle that is, after a while, you have to just sit back, think about it, and move how you want to move on that. Show up for those that show up for you, love on those that love on you. And when it comes to family and friends in 2025, love them or to hell with them, okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Small Talks with D. Please leave any comments down below, and I will see y'all on the next episode. Bye.